Welcome to Market Talk Weekly, discussing sales and marketing techniques to help you compete in the real estate market. We're here week after week to educate, inform, and encourage real estate professionals. And now, here's your host, real estate broker, instructor, and coach, Bryon Roth.
Bryon Roth. I'm the host of Market Talk Weekly. I'm also a real estate broker and an instructor. I teach pre-licensure class for the state of Virginia, and I also teach people how to sell real estate for my firm. I just want to take a couple minutes to just say thank you for listening to my podcast. I really appreciate you taking your time and logging in and listening to me. I really enjoy teaching and helping people and watching people grow. And so I really, truly hope this podcast is beneficial to you in your career. I really love to see how the show has been growing and when I get new subscribers. And so I'm just going to ask you, if you don't mind, if you would just share it with your friends and coworkers, maybe post it on social media, tell people in your office about it. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you have a suggestion for a topic or topics you'd like me to cover, or any questions, or you just want to share how a particular episode helped you, I would love to hear that. And you can send me an email at questions@markettalkweekly.com. Again, it's questions with an S at markettalkweekly.com, and I will do my best to answer every single email. So now let's get into this week's episode. A few weeks ago, I did an episode where I mentioned I'm not a fan of scripts. And I just thought it would be worth discussing again. Now, I know there's a lot of websites and a lot of books that push scripts, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who have successfully used them in this industry, but my opinion is that they're just a poor substitute for actual knowledge. Now, I get it. I understand why people want to use scripts, especially when you're a new agent, because you just want to dive in and talk to someone about real estate. You want to get yourself some clients and sell some homes. Not knowing what to say because you're a new agent to this industry, you utilize scripts in hopes of getting clients. The problem is people have a tendency to utilize scripts to the point that they're a crutch. It's like using a GPS. Rather than learning how to get around your city or town, wherever it might be, you just use this device that gives mindless directions. And it prevents learning, and so do scripts. So I want to suggest you forget about scripts. Rather, focus your efforts on educating yourself. And when you use scripts, you don't have the confidence you have when you actually know the material. Before this episode, I did a search for scripts on the internet, and I read through some of them, and here's a suggested script to use when calling people who are selling their house on their own or for sale by owners. Hello, Mr. Home Seller. I've helped many homeowners sell their property in this area and have had a lot of market knowledge to offer. Would you be open to considering selling your home through an agent? I'd love to set an appointment to go over your property along with the marketing options available to you and how I can help you. Together, we can ensure you get the highest sales price possible. So there you go. That's just one of like thousands of scripts you can get online. First off, if you are a new agent, haven't sold any homes, well, you can't use this script. You can't use any script that says that you've sold anything, that you have any experience selling anything. The very first thing out of their mouth when they hear that you're a real estate agent is, I'm not using a real estate agent. That's like the very first thing that they say. So if you have the script ready to go, maybe you got 2 or 3 scripts ready to go, you got to stick to the script because you don't have the knowledge or the understanding or the experience to get off script. So let me tell you, as an experienced real estate agent, people don't like for you to try to make them do something they don't want to do, and all the slick talking isn't going to change their minds. However, with experience and training, you learn how to work with for sale by owners, and it doesn't have anything to do with talking fast or using a well-worded script. If you want to work with them, first and foremost, you need to respect the fact that they want to sell their home on their own. With experience and training, You should learn to focus on building a relationship and trust with this person. And some of the experience you need to bring into this industry, you already have. I mean, most people can empathize with a homeowner who wants to sell their home on their own. And you know how it feels when someone tries to talk you into doing something you don't want to do. You also know that just because they say that the reason they're selling on their own is because they want to save money doesn't mean that's the truth. They may have had a bad experience with a real estate agent. They may dislike real estate agents. They may dislike salespeople in general, have issues of trust, and that's the reason. So you can't go by just because they told you. They don't have a relationship with you. They don't know you. They didn't script it out. They're just coming off the top of their head because they don't want to be in this conversation more than likely in the first place. The point I want to make is you can't substitute scripts for actual knowledge. Spend time learning everything you can about selling real estate. If your firm has classes, attend them. If they have online learning platform, dive in and learn everything you can. Ask your broker if you could shadow them and see how he interacts or she interacts with clients. And then there's also a lot of great books out there about selling real estate. This is a process. And if you use a crutch rather than really learning, it's going to hurt you in the long run.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Market Talk Weekly. Visit our website at markettalkweekly.com for more real estate resources. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of Market Talk Weekly.